Support WrestleTalk!
Order the magazine using the link below. Kurt Angle makes his in-ring WWE return, Asuka debuts, and AJ Styles takes on Finn Balor. I'm Ollie Davis, and TLC changed its spelling last minute to S-W-A-F-T, SWAFT, and this is its review in about 4 minutes. Not content with 2 botched finishes already this year, Alicia Fox tried to pin Sasha Banks on the outside in their pre-show match. Banks won an okay bout, the highlight being Alicia's stunning Northern Lights suplexes. The main TLC card opened with Asuka's debut match against Emma. It was a solid bout, which Asuka always looked in control of, but a quick dominating squash would have been far more effective. Emma hasn't been portrayed as credible competition for over a year, yet she managed a relatively back and forth match. Jason Jordan threw vegetables at Elias. Not only does Jack Gallagher finally have heel entrance music, Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander had matching green ring attire. This was a good tag match with a great comeback sequence from Cedric, but the real standout was Vic Joseph and Nigel McGuinness on commentary, who actually talked about the wrestling. Even though Mickie James wore double denim, she and Alexa Bliss had their best match so far. Having such a well-built feud made me more invested in them both, but the crowd did start to get fidgety near the end and chant for tables. Then Jason Jordan threw more vegetables at Elias. Enzo Amore sounded husky in his compulsory pre-match promo, and he revealed he'd lost his voice the previous night. Quarantine that man! A lot of credit again goes to Vic and Nigel's commentary, who made this match considerably better by getting over Enzo's ring IQ. How he might not be the best wrestler, but his new heel persona can use the turnbuckle ropes and ring apron to his advantage. The latter distracted the referee, and Enzo won back his Cruiserweight Championship with a dastardly thumb to the eye. WWE might be in a war against the Bullet Club right now, but they had to rely on its 2 former leaders to save the day here. With Bray Wyatt out due to illness, AJ Styles took on Finn Balor for the first time in WWE. And despite zero build on television, the smart crowd were already chanting "Too sweet" and "This is awesome" before the two even locked up. Balor and Styles had a terrific wrestling match, with Finn hitting possibly his most brutal coup de grace so far for the finish, momentarily forgetting it was a predetermined sport and just jumping full force onto AJ's chest and arm. This did so much more for Finn than the dreaded Sister Abigail match ever could. 20 minutes with AJ wiped clean the last several months of supernatural nonsense and made Balor feel like a key player yet again. And in a great moment afterwards, Finn did a show of respect by giving AJ a oh, come on! And just like that, after the big-time feel of Balor versus Styles, we were on an episode of Raw again. Jason Jordan beat Elias with a botched finish, derailing the previous match's momentum. While Elias's singing segments leading up to this did get a lot of heat, it turns out the babyface pop was for the vegetables, not Jason Jordan. But TLC was only ever a one-match show, even more so with Kurt Angle replacing Roman Reigns, making his WWE in-ring return for the first time in over a decade. He looked so happy to be there, and endearingly goofy as part of the Shield, like he was doing a comedy skit or had won some kind of cosplaying competition. Angle was understandably protected, written out the bulk of the match by a Braun running power slam through a table, and he only returned near the end to help Dean and Seth win. Alongside Kurt's main story was Strowman's apparent babyface turn, starting a feud with Kane after an accidental collision. Braun somehow overcame, getting chokeslammed through the stage, but was then rather comically taken out by the other heels and crushed in a garbage truck, which makes this WWE's second attempted murder of Strowman in 2017 so far. Oh yeah, right, so the garbage truck. It kind of came out of nowhere, the only foreshadowing being Miz's promo line before the match, where he said he'd drive their opponents to the dump. With such little setup, its inclusion was rather jarring, looked pretty dumb, and came across overly fake. Beneath Kurt's return, Kane and Braun's budding feud, and tables no selling for Dean Ambrose, was the mostly forgotten Shield reunion, what the entire match had been built around. WWE did their best with the circumstance though, and that payoff will have to be delayed. So that was TLC 2017 in about 4 minutes. Here's the usual ratings recap from top to bottom in all core, average, poor, and bore. I'll reveal my rating very shortly, but first, vote in the poll above my head to give yours. I'll announce the results in tomorrow's WrestleTalk news. I really enjoyed most of the matches on this show, especially AJ vs Balor, and despite feeling like the main event was booked by my 12-year-old self, it served as a fun spectacle, which is damn impressive considering the situation WWE found themselves in. TLC 2017 is, because of said circumstance, an elevated core. What is Triple H's forgotten WWE faction? And let's enjoy 5 awful wrestling gimmicks that nearly happened. Click the videos to the left to find out, press subscribe and support WrestleTalk, order issue 1 of the WrestleTalk magazine. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.